It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my beautiful, wonderful co-host, comedian Noelle W. Herzog.
Hi, Tracey.
You're back.
I'm back. I'm hanging on, but I'm here, you know?
You seem so much better. You've been sick for a solid 13 days now?
Something like that. This is my first day where I'm like, I'm human.
Right. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for joining us. I know a lot of people were rioting outside of the studio.
I felt very guilty about it.
Yeah, it was all your fault.
Thank you guys for being so patient. So many people though messaged me like, hey,
no, so many
you?
people were. It's just like the one or two that weren't.
We're angry.
Like, very angry.
I know. I even saw you got one of those anonymous.
Yeah, people like,
things.
what's your deal? You didn't even put out.
Right.
And it's like, okay, relax. Noelle was sick. So Noelle, you were diagnosed with COVID-19.
I had COVID-19.
You know what's so funny?
Yeah.
In the beginning of COVID, everyone called it coronavirus and no one does anymore.
You know, I was typing out a message to Barry the other day and I almost said I have corona. And I'm like, he's going to be like, what is that? Because I never hear it.
How did we go from COVID to corona? Anyway, there's no way to know how. We're here to talk about Happily Ever After season 7, episode 16. Thank you everyone who's been patient with us for Teen Mom. We skipped BS this week, but we did put out the Single Life. So go check that out on Patreon and everything will be caught up by Monday. So
yes,
thank you.
We're catching up.
Teen Mom will be out. Both episodes will be out. We're going to do them in one podcast episode.
I'm actually looking forward to watching this finale.
Well, I'm halfway through it and we'll see what happens. But we are here to talk about Happily Ever After and let's jump in the pool. But before we jump right in, Noelle, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast where you can find all of our bonus podcasts, including Single Life Trash Talk and BS.
Where we just BS.
We just BS a little bit. So go over there, patreon.com/trash talk podcast. Thank you to everyone who's leaving us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on every platform that you listen to us on. I appreciate that so much. And if you need any other information about the podcast or about me, TraceyCarnazzo.com. Thank you.
And thank you everybody who's been following on Instagram. Instagram's doing so good.
Oh my God.
lately.
We have so many reels up. We have a TikTok now, Trash Talk Podcast. So go check it out. And
do the stuff.
Do the stuff. Jenny and Sumit.
All right.
Okay, so they go to Trees and Treats.
Is that what the name of the place is?
Yes.
Oh, I put America Talk. That was my first note.
Oh, well, no, it was called Trees and Treats. And
Okay.
so basically we pick up where Jenny is bluffing to his family and saying
Right.
like, well, then I'm going to take him to the US. She's playing hardball.
I don't blame her for trying.
Oh, I don't blame her either. And he's like, if I move, I'll lose my family. And they're like, okay, bye.
He doesn't know what being disowned means.
He's like,
Like,
disown, like you're
actually.
mad at me this weekend.
Right. He's like,
And his dad's like, disown, like your mother vomits when I say your name.
right. This guy is
Something like that. And he's like, disown, like, sometimes we don't have tea together anymore. And he's like, no, disown, like your mother is in a hospital.
Your brother's crying blood at your
She's
name.
crying blood. She's having loose movement all over the house. Like,
It's so
disown.
crazy.
Like
He
we never
doesn't
talked to
get
you ever
it.
again. And
Yeah,
he's
and it's like, Simi, disown. They hate you. I know that you're like one fry short of a Happy Meal, but listen to your parents. They don't like you.
So Jenny's like, I will take him. I will take him to the US and I will never bring him back. And his dad's like, okay, bye. See you later.
Bye.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you guys can fly safely.
And he's like, that
Forever
doesn't,
or
it doesn't
not.
change anything. Yeah.
So his mom thinks that they'll break up in 1 or 2 years. She might be right.
Here's the thing. If you would have said that a few years ago, I might have said like, no, but
Right.
now I don't know. Things
He's
are
over it.
stirring into me.
Right. But
Uh-huh.
also just
Summit.
then just be quiet then and just watch. If you
I-
think they're gonna break up.
Okay, I agree with that. Why are you throwing your tantrum and stuff? If you are this confident, they're gonna leave, like they're gonna break
I would be
up,
like, good, go ahead, get married.
right?
Do it. I dare you. Actually
Encourage
do it right
it.
now. Do it right now.
Because maybe it's just the thrill of it that keeps him with her.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Marry her right now. I'm gonna officiate.
Right.
Do it.
Kiss her.
Do it. Kiss her. Kiss her with your mouth. Kiss that old lady with your mouth. She's older than me. You like that?
Yeah, I bet you like that.
He would have been like, okay, fine. Uncle.
It's so true. Like, I think that that's part of it. Like, oh, my parents hate her.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I would have been like, I'm going to spend every moment with your wife because she's going to teach me
Me too.
how to knit and how to be geriatric.
Right. So I would turn your wife into me. And then you'd be like, ew, it's like dating my mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it would be out. So his dad said that the mother, that Sumit's mom is only upset because she loves him.
Okay.
And if she didn't love him, she wouldn't be this upset. So he also secretly told his brother and sister-in-law that he wants to have a baby, but did not tell Jenny.
Right. Why the hell?
Not
First
even
of all,
that
his
he wants
sister-in-law
to.
is the meanest person who ever
She's
lived.
the meanest. But I don't think he said he wants to. I think he said he's gonna.
He said he's gonna. You know,
Right.
he said he's gonna.
But then
And now he's worried they're going to tell Jenny.
Submit, what is happening here? Are you journaling? Are you
he
writing
has
out a flow
proven
chart?
himself to be a pathological liar.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
More than once.
His dad said that his mom wants them to split up, and dad said, just find a better partner. Just find.
He's like, I know you think you found the best.
Yeah, he's like,
But
but you
find
didn't look
better."
at her. He's like, try a little harder.
But the thing is, I don't think Sami, besides his other wife, has dated anyone.
Okay, but well, who knows? But here's the funny part, right? I dated a man once a long time ago.
Really?
And he had another suitor, right?
Okay.
He had another lady caller, and his mom wanted him to be with me because she thought that he could do better than that other girl. And I disagreed. I told him, I was like, actually, I disagree with your mom. I think you're right. I think you can't do better.
Right. So
I was like, I said, your mother has way too much faith in you. You are garbage and you cannot do better. So I think you should pick that other girl.
Good for you.
They're together.
Okay.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, they think that Sumit could do better. And it's like, okay.
Oh, I
maybe
don't know
he
about
can't.
Sami doing better.
But that's what I'm saying. Maybe he can't. Why do you guys have so much faith in him?
Because they don't live with him, I guess.
Right. It's like he's making Philly cheesesteak egg rolls in someone's back kitchen with
Right.
a deep fryer and making a mess.
He's not doing great. They have like a C rating back there.
They're gonna get closed down. Someone found a rat head fried with the mozzarella sticks. So they go to a palace because they're gonna take his her sister, her daughter, and her wife to the palace
Because they're leaving the next day.
Right. So Christina's like, you guys should come to the US because Sumit, I don't know if you know, but your mom doesn't like you.
It's not going to happen.
No, she moves loosely about the house.
She moves loosely. She mustards everywhere. She knows mustards.
She's been nose mustarding all over the couch. We can't even get it off at the little broom.
Stains.
It stains. It's like turmeric. So Jenny wants to start on the visa because it takes like 2 years. So it's like, listen, start on the visa. You don't have to use it.
Right. It's like, I think he's acting like it's like that's a non-refundable plane ticket.
Right. Like you can never come back. Yeah. You have to go immediately.
Right. And you can't say no once you sign.
Right. So he's upset that she's talking to a lawyer behind his back. You're promising your family you're having a child behind her back.
You went to the adoption agency behind her back.
You okay. I love. Well, he said that Jenny had her whole life in America. Now it's my turn to live in India.
You had your whole life in India.
But he's saying like she lived like her 65 years out.
Ew.
And then he said, quote, you ready? I love when he says this.
Yeah.
We might adopt someone. He never says a baby. He never says a kid. He always says he's going to adopt someone.
She genuinely was like, what the fuck?
Jenny said, WTF.
Yeah, she did. She's like, huh?
Yeah. And he's like, well, I lost my family. She's like, yeah.
Right. And she's also like, we never would have gotten married had I known that you wanted to have kids. And something I'm reading about, like I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, and so many people are like, he's allowed to change his mind. That's
Sure.
not what this is about, though.
Sure. He's allowed to change his mind.
Yeah, but he's not suddenly like, hey, I want kids. He's like, I'm gonna adopt kids so my parents accept me. It's not about
No,
him
he's
changing his
not even gonna
mind.
adopt kids. He's gonna adopt someone.
A person, right? He's gonna adopt me, right? He's gonna adopt someone. Who
He's
knows
not
who?
even like, let's have a kid. He's saying, let's have someone.
Maybe he's gonna adopt that kid that Kim and Usman are gonna adopt.
They could
Who
fight to the
knows?
death.
Uh-huh. It's so weird.
He should have looked at his sister-in-law and been like, what do you got for me?
Right? Who you got? You got anybody lined up?
Do you have anyone? Do you have someone I could take home with me?
Anyone? Just
Anyone.
Someone.
That kid, another kid. How many kids you got?
He could be like 25.
Yeah, so just someone, just anyone. Do you have a friend I can adopt?
I'll take a friend.
Yeah, I'll take a cousin. Keep it in the bloodline. Can I adopt my 45-year-old cousin? Noelle.
Tracy.
This episode is sponsored by LifeMD. LifeMD has undeniably created a better and more affordable way for people to speak to doctors without leaving their home. The days of depressing waiting rooms, awkward in-person visits, and confusion on who to call are over because you can now video chat with a board-certified physician and get the prescription you need in as little as 15 minutes. Visit lifemd.com/90day today and see why LifeMD is America's most trusted leader in virtual healthcare. When do you have any like time in your life where you wish that you knew about LifeMD?
I'm gonna say just this past week.
I know.
I was so sick that you had told me, Noelle, you should go to the doctor. You should go
Right.
to urgent care. You should
And
go
you were like,
somewhere.
I
And I'm
can't.
I can't leave the house.
You can't leave the house. Well,
Mhm.
we've all been here, whether it's a nasty cough that won't go away that you have to wait hours in line for at the emergency room because it hit on the weekend, pink eye that just won't go away without a prescription, or the ongoing UTIs that you know is a UTI, but you have to wait days for an appointment. Noelle.
Oh
you
my
know that.
God, been there.
We can't always time sickness, but LifeMD makes it easy. With LifeMD, America's healthcare system is enabling doctors to reach patients in their homes through revolutionary virtual healthcare. Everyone has that one thing they've been putting off, getting checked out. With LifeMD, there's no excuse. You can talk to an incredible 5-star certified physician in less time than it takes you to fold your laundry. They help with so many different needs, ranging from annual checkups to lab tests to chronic conditions like diabetes and weight loss and more. Finding the right doctor can also be so frustrating. It could be hard to even know where to begin. LifeMD's patient platform and app make this so easy now. All you have to do is select your symptoms, pick your preferred doctor, and LifeMD does the rest. Visit lifemd.com/90day. That's 90day now, or download their app and see why LifeMD is America's trusted telehealth leader. That's lifemd.com/90day to experience healthcare the way it should be.
Love that.
I'm using that next time.
Me too. I truly, next time I get
Yes.
sick, I am doing that.
Same. Speaking of getting sick, let's talk about Angela and Michael.
I am getting sick looking at this woman.
While they're driving, and Angela said that her skin is crawling to see the goofballs.
Can I just say that
Anything.
this season, did this start in August? Is this not the longest season of my life?
This is like 2 days of her trip.
I
This whole season.
I was thinking that too, because I'm like, I remember you pointing out that it was like, I guess like her outfits or whatever. It was literally like 2 days.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the longest day of our lives. Can you imagine the crew?
Yeah,
Like,
they're
I
probably
can't do this- I
exhausted.
can't do this anymore.
They're tired of looking at her crepe skin. I can't look at
Yes.
it anymore.
I will say this, and I am
Say it.
Oh God, I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
Say it. Say it. I like it. Do it.
I'm not like a big fan of facial plastic surgery, as you know.
Uh-huh.
Personally, for me, I'm not saying what everyone else could do with their faces. I'm talking about for me, like, I had filler under my eyes and I didn't really love it.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I got it, I liked it. The second time I got it, my left eye got really bruised.
Right.
I didn't love it. The second time was like super painful too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes like I see people that have like maybe like a bump on their nose, they get the bump fixed and it looks kind of cool. Like, but a lot of times I see face plastic surgery and it's like, oh, like the fillers and the Botox. Like, I don't know. It doesn't
Yes.
always look what you think it wants to look like. That being said,
Yeah.
Angela needs a facelift.
Okay. I do have a question.
Anything.
In the confessionals,
Yes.
is it that she has a piercing? What is it she has here?
Yeah, that's a piercing. That's the
Is it?
the
But
Marilyn
there's-
Monroe, the Yeah, the Marilyn
It's the
Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe, but there's no earring in it. That's what I don't understand.
So maybe that's what it is. Well, this is what I wanted to tell you about, like the facial plastic surgery. I've asked a few people why you think she hasn't gotten a facelift yet. And I think I was talking to you about this. She would have to quit smoking for sure to get facial plastic surgery, and she won't.
That's 100% why. I mean, there is no other reason why, because I mean, she's gotten
all this everything
other surgery.
else.
Right.
I know, but like quit smoking for a few minutes, or just like take all the extra skin and put it in a scrunchie.
You could just scrunchie it.
Yeah.
Staple it.
Staple it.
Why not?
Yeah, but the staples would cause a wound that wouldn't heal because of the smoking.
Yeah, definitely
Super glue.
scrunchie it. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Super glue. You could fold it, wrap it, if you will.
Wrap it.
Oh.
And just glue it in.
You could have like pinup girl skin.
Yes. And you could literally a pinup face.
And a pinup face. Pinup girl skin, pinup face.
You could pin it up.
Good to me.
So she hasn't seen these guys in 5 years. Has it been 5 years?
How has that been 5 years? This hasn't been 5 years because we haven't been doing this podcast for 5 years, have we?
Okay. We're doing the podcast since like 2018. This is 2022.
Right.
No.
But that's what I'm saying.
And
like
this is
I
filmed
wasn't
last
watching
year.
90 Day Fiance 5 years ago. I just wasn't.
No. And she said they pull up and she goes, I see their nasty asses.
She can't even go somewhere and be normal.
Nope. Well, definitely she cannot go somewhere and be normal because everyone knew that the white lady was in town making a scene.
I mean, that's so funny because that is her.
So they meet up with the goofballs and the goofballs are like, oh, we just wanted to know what happened with your Instagram.
I know. First of all, you guys love to get him in trouble. They just want to see Michael sweat, but they're like, oh, Angela, you look so good. And she's like, I know. Can't you just say thank you? Like,
Right,
can't you just be a person?
They said that Angela is not the best option for him. And then they all argue. Now they want to see Michael sweat, but really one of the goofballs is wearing a turtleneck.
A turtleneck, and he's drinking like E&J in his Red Bull.
Noelle.
Yeah.
Angela is wearing a tank top dress. But you know why? Because it is scalding hot out.
Oh, I can't even imagine how hot
he's wearing a turtleneck.
Yeah.
Well, Michael tells his one friend to calm down, and she tells them all off, and
she loses her mind.
They're very confused.
But also, this was only one scene of the whole show. We just get one scene of them. That's it.
Well, no, we got 2 scenes because then now they're back in the hotel.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And she's smoking a cigarette about it.
Uh-huh.
And now Michael's gonna pick her up and start a fire because she's smoking while he's picking her up.
But she's also, she's scared he's gonna make mistakes again.
Well, they talk about communication, and he said that he's never had someone love him like Angela has. I agree with that.
I've never had anybody love me like that. And she's, what bothers me is she's like leaving the goofballs and she's like, no Instagram, no goofballs. I'm the fucking boss. And
yeah.
Well, why do you have to make him look like such a fool?
Oh no, she likes that.
Everyone.
She likes that. She needs them to know that. But she even says she's like, the reason why it works is because I always get my way. And he's like,
I hate that.
Yeah, but he's laughing about it.
I mean, because he's scared of her.
Okay, well, guess what?
Yeah.
Then you're not coming to the U.S.
No, I know, but it's like this poor guy, man. But it's like also, I wonder, I always say things are like bizarro land. Imagine we don't know. Imagine he's just like the worst and he's like banging every girl in the world and like doing all this crazy shit. We're like, this is why Angela's crazy. Yeah.
He's Ubering every single girl and they all forgot their wallet.
Yeah, all of them. Every night, just no wallet having girls.
He probably puts out an ad.
No cash accepted.
Wallet. No cash accepted.
Only favors accepted.
Yes, only favors. Noelle, this is a perfect time to talk about this. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Okay.
Yes.
Unfortunately, life does not come with a user manual. So when it's not working for you, it's normal to feel stuck. I think Michael feels a little bit stuck.
Absolutely.
I will tell you, I think Angela feels stuck.
Of course she does. And I think Yara and Yovi feel stuck.
Well, navigating any of life's challenges can make you feel unsure whether it's a career change, a new relationship, or becoming a parent. Therapists are trained to help you figure out the cause of challenging emotions and learn productive coping skills, which would help everyone in this case.
Yes.
This makes therapy the closest thing to a guided tour of the complex engine called you. I've been using BetterHelp. You've been using BetterHelp. Therapy is just so helpful. It really is. it helps you learn coping skills, and it can help you deal with trauma. I don't know if anyone's ever had trauma. I've never had any, so that's weird. As the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists, available 100% online. Plus, it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/fiance. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/fiance.
All right.
Let's talk about Yara and Jovi.
This is a very half-ass attempt at a show with these two.
Okay, I know, but I will tell you, she was like, she goes, they go, where are you taking me? She goes, I'm taking you and your friend to rehab. That was pretty funny.
That was funny.
So now they're hiking in the
Do
Alps.
you think that Karina and Talamaj hook up? It's like is this a double date?
Oh God, I don't think this guy, Talamaj, he might be the most hated person on 90 Day for me.
Really?
Yeah,
You would hate him.
I do.
You would. I don't hate him. I don't care.
I hate him. He's like, y'all, I hate women and women hate me, y'all. I'm from
he's just a
Germany.
loser.
And it's like, but where are you from?
I don't know. It sounds like you're from Alabama, but you are from Germany. Yeah. Weird.
I don't know. So they're hiking.
Tracey,
They're walking.
She has a camel toe like I've never seen in my life while she's
I've
on this
actually
mountain.
seen a camel toe just like that.
Do you?
I've seen it on someone else, not on me.
No, I do get camel toes in leggings.
No, I'm
all
not
the
talking about
way.
You.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She had a jeans camel
She
toe.
had a moose knuckle.
Yes, she had a moose knuckle. That's so funny. What she had, it looked like her jeans were eating her vagina.
Maybe they were.
They could have been, but it could have been comfortable. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you not have like a rash?
Maybe it's comfortable for her. So
Maybe she likes it.
Listen, I know a girl that loves camel toes.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about this.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I don't even know who it is.
You don't know who loves camel toes? Who loves having a good camel toe Instagram picture? Okay. After the gym, anyway. So
I do know camel tone. God.
Camel tone.
Yes, I know camel toners.
So they're fighting about speaking Ukrainian because he always says that they're trying to make him look like the most like bigoted American all the time.
Yes, always.
He's like, speak English. This is America. And they're like, actually, we're in Germany.
Like, we're in Germany. Yeah,
Right.
but it's not real.
This isn't real. Jovi goes back to work in 2 days, and
Right.
Karina's like, hey, can Yara sleep over?
Right, we just want to hang out.
No, it's just, it's like
She's
just
gonna help me
easier.
put streaks in my hair. I really need her to sleep over.
We're gonna clean my room, I promise.
We're gonna rearrange my furniture. I promise. Wait till you see it.
Did you see that TikTok video?
It was us. It's us.
Noelle.
And as we got older, you just spackled more.
It just got more intense.
It did. Then it was like, now we got to pick out paint colors. Then we really did this stuff. But when we were younger.
Oh my God. Noelle.
Yeah.
There was a TikTok, guys, if you don't know what we're talking about. And it was these two girls talking about like what it was like to have a sleepover when you were a kid. And it was like 2 a.m. and the mother comes in the bedroom and the two girls are wearing like concealer as lipstick. And they're just rearranging her bedroom. And she's like, what are you making so much noise? She's like, we're just rearranging the bedroom, Mom. We thought it would look good. She's like, well, it doesn't. Good night. And that was us. So Karina's like, please, can Yara sleep over? Please. We're going to be so good. We'll never ask you again.
Right. This is the only time we're ever going to ask you. I promise.
Noelle.
Yeah.
The filler is migrating into her nose.
It is.
It's creeping up.
I know. But
And
again, this all seems like one day too.
I know.
Filming.
So he's afraid that she won't ever come back. Ever
Yeah,
again?
I get it. I get why he's acting like this.
I just feel like why wasn't this the plan?
Right. I feel like
You
Let's
got
go
to
to
Europe and then you were
America.
like, actually, if you go back to work,
Yes.
like I could. You just realized that.
it seems like she went there and then everybody was kind of like, hey, Yara, why aren't you staying? Just go to America, figure out a plan with him. That's all he wants.
Yeah, I know. Well, Talamaj is great. He's just such a good marriage counselor. He's like Dr. Phil.
Yeah, he pretty much he is.
accents and all. And then they have like a pretend fight in the hotel.
You know that they're not breaking up. You know
Please,
that nothing
guys.
is happening. Strangely enough, these two actually really like each other a
Just
lot.
saying. Speaking
Yeah.
of people that definitely love each other so much,
So
it's just so
much.
genuine.
Mhm.
Let's talk about Kim and Usman.
This made me want to unzip my skin watching this.
He wants her to lotion his feet,
I want you to lotion my feet.
but she's upset that Mohammed didn't know about the adoption.
I would be upset too. I flew my
Okay.
ass to Nigeria.
Okay, but what are you? Here's the thing.
No, I know.
That's your problem. now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Usman's like, you know what? I'm going to give you your space because you're acting like a crazy, irrational woman.
So I'm going to ignore you for the next hour.
Yeah. So I'm going to go sit by the pool with Jamal,
Who doesn't want to drown me in this pool or anything?
who tells Usman he's lying. And then he talks about having kids.
Right.
And Jamal's like,
kind of like, you knew she couldn't have kids.
right. But Jamal's also like, you know that my mom like does a lot of stuff for you.
But why did Usman get like so he got like annoyed by that?
Because he wants Kim and everyone
Yeah.
else to think that he's the one that's sacrificing for this relationship.
Yeah, he's not sacrificing anything.
But it's part of his angle.
yeah, that makes sense. Because I'm like, why is this guy so angry?
Yeah.
He's just speaking the truth.
Well, she's very mad because she's like, your sister-in-law thought that this white lady from America is trying to take Mahadi.
Yeah, I mean
Yes.
that's funny. Yes,
All right,
because
so-
that's what it seems like.
Mahadi's 4 years old.
Mhm.
And we go to meet him, and Jamal is playing with his little brother.
Right.
And Muhammad's there, and they just they ask for Mahadi, and Muhammad doesn't understand, and he's like, yeah, I just want to make Kim happy. Now it's for Kim.
Okay, that's what I don't. I guess he's saying I want to make Kim happy, so I won't take a second wife because we'll have your child.
Yeah,
We won't
just
need
wanna-
another.
yeah,
kid.
this is for Kim.
He didn't do a good way. He didn't do a good job of explaining.
Okay, who pays for this kid's life now?
I think Usman and Kim would. Well,
Well,
Kim would.
They said they don't say no. They're just like, oh, we have to ask other people what they think.
I don't think that they're against the idea. I just think they don't really understand.
Okay,
But also,
I also
now
don't.
she has to be Muslim.
Well, they want Kim to convert, and she said no. She said, I quote, I don't want to convert to Muslim. Okay,
Right.
That's very clear since you called the whole religion Muslim.
Yes.
You might not want to convert to Islam, but listen, hey, maybe she does want to convert to Islam. She just doesn't want to convert to Muslim.
She doesn't want to convert in general. Let's just say
Well,
that.
Then Jamal and Kim talk about the meeting, and she's pretending she's confused.
Right. And she's kind of really gaslighting Jamal.
Right. And he thinks like, you know, I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
It's very confusing. They're not communicating. Basically, Jamal's like, why aren't you giving me any straight answers? Like, why are you acting
well, she's
confused?
like, we have to think about how Usman feels.
Right. Because that's what it is. And Jamal's kind of like, Mom, you're brainwashed. Hello, I'm trying to get through to you.
Right. And she's like, do you like
Yeah.
your brother?
Do you like your new brother? He's very cute.
Listen,
She's like, he reminds me of Jamal when he was little.
yeah, he's 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Liz and Ed go to the quote unquote beach, right?
She looks god awful all the time now.
How long do you
She
think she's
looks
been
like-
29?
Okay, but also, how long has she been crying? How many years straight? She looks like she hasn't had a dry eye in 2 years at least.
She also needs some moisturizer, which is very weird.
I know. She does.
Noelle, how long has she been 29? How many years do you think she's been 29?
6.
I would say 11.
Okay, we're 11. Yeah, she's definitely way closer to Ed's age than she's acting. She's in her freaking 20s.
Thank you so much for apologizing. Well,
Yeah.
Ed goes, this is very volatile or Viatola.
Viatal, Viatale. That's what my
or
thing said.
Viatoli.
uh-huh.
Okay, good.
I used to
great.
date that guy.
Yeah.
Joe Viatale.
He was very Viatola.
Uh-huh. He was a plumber. He was in the union.
He worked for Vitolas. I used to see that van all the time parked outside my house.
Too real.
So I love that they're open to starting over where they don't know anyone, where they both don't know anyone.
Right. And it's
So
like,
you're
this is
trying
also
to isolate. Mhm.
This is a common theme on the show too. Angela doesn't want Michael around the quote unquote
Mhm.
goofballs because they don't like her. It's
Yeah.
like anybody who has a harsh opinion, you're not allowed to be around them.
Well, apparently they have to move out of state because everyone has a harsh opinion.
Also, we don't talk about Riley anymore. What happened? What happened?
Okay, well, she's putting on Ed's shirt and she says, quote, "You're like my child." He's not like your child because your child is living her best life without you.
In another country, maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah.
You don't even know. You don't
You
even
don't
care.
know.
She's like, from
Mm-mm.
time to time I see them. So she is the manager at Encanto, and he said that he'll never be okay with her working nights. And
Right.
but you know why?
Why?
Because he says that her coworkers don't like him and they, quote, whispered in her ear.
So we broke up. Right. They broke up before because of it.
Right.
Also, she doesn't want, he says he would rather her come home in bed and have a drink with him than go out and have a drink after work.
Yeah.
Which she probably goes out and gets blackout after work. I do not
mean,
put that past her.
Gosh forbid.
But that's also like Jenny.
That's where
Sydney's
you
not
draw the
allowed to go
line?
out.
But that's where you draw the line. You can't say God forbid. You have to say gosh
I
forbid.
know.
You left your child.
I know. But it's just the same thing with Simi. Like, what if they ask you to go out for a drink after
Right.
work? What happens then? Do you turn into a pumpkin?
Mm-hmm. Well, she says, quote, "What you say goes." And he's like, "Well, no, it's what we agree upon." And she's like, "Okay."
But no, we're not agreeing.
Well,
she's
she
like,
said that she will, quote, potentially be taking on her daughter and she needs a partner.
What does that mean?
It
hate her
means that
so much.
she doesn't want this kid. And God
Mhm.
forbid, gosh forbid, she gets this kid.
Mm-hmm.
She needs someone to do that because she's not going to do it.
She also doesn't want the kid because Ed doesn't want the kid full time.
Yeah. He's like, "Listen, you
Mhm.
can't have a kid. You can't work nights." She's like,
Yeah.
"Okay.
She's like, okay, you're right.
Okay. Now we go to her work.
Uh-huh.
She's wearing a hoodie and
Yes.
jeans and an
Yes.
apron.
Yes.
She is seating tables and changing a keg.
Yes.
Now, you and I work in restaurants for many years. I understand managers do put on a hat of
Sure.
all
of
kinds,
course. Mhm.
right? They do everything. Oh man, I never had a manager that wore an apron and took an order.
Never one time. I've had a manager take an order if I've been swamped.
No,
They've
no,
never
but I'm
put
saying
on
to
an apron.
They never put on an apron.
I've never had a manager wear an apron ever.
Right. So it's just a little bit. So now the chef sits her down and wants her to be a partner.
An owner, literally
A part owner.
A part owner.
He said that she worked so hard for this. She quit.
She wasn't working. She was working 3 hours a week.
She's wearing an apron.
Right.
What do you mean?
What's
So
happening?
I'm going to tell you what's happening.
Tell me.
Liz is on a television show.
Yeah.
They're trying to put this place on the map. They want everyone to know
Mhm.
that Liz owns this restaurant. So if you want to come see Liz, she's going to be here at this restaurant. She's on the television. She's a celebrity.
Yes.
She's part owner of this restaurant.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you're right.
So Ed comes for wine and she asks him to ask how her night is.
But God forbid he asked her.
Why is she lisping so badly?
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
Like how?
Like lisping.
Like a real list. Maybe
Yes.
she has maybe she got dental work done. I don't know.
Maybe her tongue fell off.
I guess I never noticed.
He's mad now that they can't move to the place where no one knows them.
I know. I said he's perplexed. I guess he's
Yes.
mad.
Oh, wow.
okay?
So she's choosing work over him. And he said that that's very selfish of her.
So right. I want a wife. I don't want someone who's working 80 hours a week because he doesn't want her to have any money,
Okay.
like any substantial amount of money.
Why is Ed not dating Jenny?
Yeah, he should be because Jenny isn't a young girl and that's what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Well,
He's so gross. He is. But you know what, Liz, get it together.
I like her less than him.
Me too. Because you know what? He's straightforward about what he is.
Yeah, he's gross.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He's like,
just
look at me, I'm
gross.
disgusting.
Yeah. And here I am.
All right. Well, moving on to Libby and Andre.
All right.
They're in Happy's pool.
I love that they call him Happy, like for real.
I know.
That makes me laugh so much. So yeah, they're at the pool and he met someone.
There's no word from immigration yet.
Right.
And Andre goes, "Hey, I haven't heard from you in a couple of days. What have you been doing?" And Chuck goes, "Oh,
Yes.
that's funny. You should ask. I met a woman
I met a woman, a cancer survivor like me.
just like me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Also-
remember when I had cancer and I survived it? Not so that my children could fight."
Oh God, you are so on point about that.
Thank you. So he met her online and she's coming to Tampa.
Right, but where is she from?
She's coming to Tampa.
From? Where's the starting point?
She's just coming to Tampa, not to see me.
Okay.
She just happens to be passing through. All
Yeah, who does that?
right. So he hopes that good things happen. And Andre says good things like side hugs and some kisses. Now, if you look at the confessional, there's two
Yeah.
different confessionals with Libby's looks.
Yes, there are.
In one of them, she is wearing a matte lipstick.
Yes,
In one of them, she has overlined her lips in
and
the
they're
style.
shiny
Yes, in the style of mental illness.
in the style of Devon, right? Devin.
Devin.
Devin that used to be on. Yeah.
She said that she totally understands what her dad's doing because she also kept Andre a secret.
Okay. Also, but ever since I read that blind about her on Reddit, all I think about is how mean she is. It's
Wait,
posted
tell
on our
me.
Instagram, guys.
Tell me again.
That they say like between Andre and Libby, like Andre's so much easier to work with. And like she's so mean. She comes late to everything. She's rude to all the producers.
I can see
Like,
that.
and it's like now that I see it, I'm like, oh, I could tell she's mean.
Yes.
But they say like Andre's way easier to work with than she
Yeah.
is.
Because again, he's upfront about who he is.
Yes.
So they are going to double date to Hibachi. So now, in the meantime, Charlie and Megan are at the playground.
Mhm.
And they have-
why are they doing this?
They haven't seen Libby and Andre.
Mhm.
And they're going to go to family therapy. But Charlie says that he is the same guy he was 10 or 15 years ago. Agreed. You've
Yeah.
always been the worst.
You've always been a belligerent alcoholic. That is, and mean too, on top of it.
Correct. It's funny because I'm watching the way Charlie speaks and the way Chuck speaks, and they're like an exact, their mannerisms are the same.
Really? I need to pay attention to
It's
that.
like the overacting.
Okay, I could see that. I don't know. I'm so caught up in his wife. She
I
seems
know.
like such a little B
Mhm.
word.
Well, it's date night, and Andre is like, "Hey, have you FaceTime with her? Do you know, like, has she seen you? Like, have you guys
Right.
talked?" We can't answer anything. So there's a mystery woman.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Tanya or Veronica?
Maybe it's Veronica. No, she's taken now.
Well, I don't know. So Libby is wearing a Victorian gown with pearls to Hibachi.
She is a strange dresser.
Very. His date is late.
Mm-hmm. And he thinks he's getting ghosted. Not that he knows what getting ghosted means.
Andre explains it's like a fart in the wind.
I know a guy who used to say that too.
So her name is Lisa, baby girl.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And she texts him after they've been waiting for like a half an hour. And she's like, "I am so sorry. I have been at the doctor all afternoon. I have COVID."
Why are you still at the doctor?
Okay. When you knew you had COVID, you knew you weren't going to go to the
Right.
thing. So you should have texted.
Happy.
Are you in Tampa?
Right. That's what I don't understand. Are you in the doctor's office in Tampa? And then he's like, they're like, she should send you a picture. Andre says she should send you a picture of the test.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's like, I could just Google COVID test. Also, this chef squirts the oil on the table and lights the actual table on fire.
Tracey, the whole table is on fire. I'm like, if Tracey would have taken me to Hibachi
And you
this
would've
would have
gotten-
happened,
yeah,
I would have left. I would have been like, I can't do this.
That's like what happened to me in science class.
Yes, with your Bunsen burner. That's
Well,
very scary.
I do enjoy that they got the steak, which is the best part of Hibachi.
Oh, that looked like a good steak.
It did. Now, also, I will say
Yeah.
this. They kind of touch on the immigration issue, but they tell Chuck that someone in the family called.
Right.
Guys, you're reaching. That's not what he said.
But he's
We
like, I'm
saw
going to look
it.
every one of my kids in the
eye.
eyes and see who did it. And my ex-wife.
Yeah, look her in the eye.
That's right. You look Megan
Yeah.
in the eyes. You look Pamela in the eyes. It's so stupid.
It's so stupid. But you know what? We have more to come.
We have more to come. We have we're missing Bilal and Shida. So
We
they're
are,
gonna come. We're
and-
gonna hear more about this baby, I'm sure.
Patreon.com/trash talk podcast, TraceyCarnazzo.com. Also, don't forget 90-day podcast on Instagram and Twitter. That's where Noelle is posting the most amazing reels. And don't forget our clips by Nikki Clips.
Nikki Clips.
They're everywhere. Trash Talk Podcast on TikTok. I'm at Trixie Tuzini, TrixieTuzzini. Noelle is at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Go and find us, TraceyCarnazzo.com. Tell a friend, give us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on whatever platform you listen to us on. Noelle, I'm so glad that you were feeling good enough to record this, and we'll see you next week.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.